I read that Master Chen, Professor Chen, did work a lot in a technique which is called Zhu Lai Feng. Zhu Lai Feng. And I do not really know what it is, and I want to ask you.
What's Zhu Lai Feng?
Yeah, in English it is written Zhu Lai Feng or Feng. And it is a technique to absorb punches or something like that. And then maybe you could help me if it's in the book of Neigong.
Zhu Lai Feng. There's another name.
You said it's about absorbing punches.
Yes.
That's
Zhu Lai Feng. Yeah, Zhu Lai Feng.
No, that's the person's name.
Yeah, there are a series of exercises designed by Zhu Lai Feng.
Yeah, Zhu Lai Feng is a name, but not the technique. But the name, the person who maybe have influence to some techniques, I don't think that's the one is for the. Yeah, I don't think that's the one for the.
Why don't you show it?
No, it's okay. I think I got the message. It's all right. Let me see.
Still works.
I think Zhu Lai Feng is the name of the person. Is the name of the person who teaches. Where is it? Oh yeah, there you go. Circle method. Separation.
Zhu Lai Feng in the front.
But anyway, if I don't think so. Zhu Lai Feng is the person who has a name, but the name of what he's training is different names, but it's not this. This is, I think, it's afterwards. Somebody he has another teacher, probably as he or his teacher or his not formal teacher. Just in other words, he studied with him all over. Maybe you see when you get very well known, a lot of people will approach you. They will teach you different things. Like I'm approached by a lot of masters, and they were willing to teach me a lot of things. But then the reason that I didn't accept it is not because I don't like them, but just that I feel my knowledge is limited. So I'm not as smart. I can't do too many things. So then I always just concentrate whatever part I already have. So I'm doing. But actually, Zhu Lai Feng, we could ignore the name, but I'm not too sure. I'm not familiar with that. That was afterwards. Zhu Lai Feng. I think that's afterwards. Actually, he doesn't really train anything else but this internal training. I was there, so I was helping him training. It's different names. Yeah. And but the how to train that part, so far, and he doesn't like to publish it. So I don't want to really publish it yet until maybe later on if I have a certain way to explain it. But the reason because when I was there, stayed for 2 years, one of the reasons is training is internal. So internal training is like 3 hours a day, and you need 3 people. In the morning, early in the morning, at noontime, and nighttime. So, and then he has 3 people to help him. After a little while, everybody quit. So I'm the one is still there. So the reason is you need a lot of energy, patience. You have to be there all the time. So I'm there all that time because I don't have a job and I have nothing to do. I'm interesting. So and just the right time for me to do it. Then actually I was doing it only in the morning, early in the morning time. So very early. I'm the first shift. The second shift is a little tough. Second shift is about afternoon and noontime. So this always have visitors. This always have something to do. So you go over there, and the master say, "Well, wait. You can't say too much." So you wait too long, and then when he finishes something and he starts doing. So by the time you finish, you don't know what time to finish. So you have no control of time. And nighttime goes the same way. So then after like a couple months, two of my classmates quit. So then I continue from morning shift, noon shift, and night shift. So 3 times, but 1 hour a day. I don't know if it's something to do with the Zhu Lai Feng or not. But Zhu Lai Feng was later on somebody created a name and then created another stories, but I wasn't sure what's exist or not. But the name, the persons exist, and the story you don't know. This one of my classmates, Wu, and he wrote a book about Zhou Lai Feng, something like that. It's left something. Anyway, so finally he's the only one who has a secret. Nobody knows. But there is something there, but it's not really like my classmate, and he make up stories. And then also he make another stories like called Bie Gong. Bie is Gong is those bird. Bie what's it called? What kind of bird? Nighttime. Right. Not owl. Bat. Yeah. What's it? Bats. Right. Bats techniques. Like I think about it. Bat technique. Yeah. What's the bat techniques? It means, yeah, they always, I think bat is always on the wall. So, and the guy created techniques is because if he pushes you, you're against the wall. So, and then, yeah, your body the back getting stronger because you keep on getting people pushing. Yeah, so, and that's also one of the techniques called, if you let somebody pushing to the wall, and you won't hurt that much because you keep on letting people pushing. That's called back techniques. And so if you want, he has a lot of techniques, and then he sometimes create, he reads some books and create. And what the techniques for, every little thing is called techniques. And then if you want to learn those techniques, and you have to pay, you have to become indoor student. If you want to become indoor student, you have to pay $1,800 US money, something like that. And then the price goes up. More people believe that. And then went up to $2,800. But now it's $3,800, and you have to go to Taiwan to get it. So, and then he'll teach you special techniques, and you're not supposed to teach anybody. And you're not supposed to use it also because you're going to kill people. So, you don't know the techniques works or not. Yeah. You cannot kill people. You can't teach people because you teach people, somebody's going to kill somebody else. And you have techniques, you're able to kill people, but you're not supposed to kill people, so don't do it. So you don't know what or not what. But anyway, that's good.
Can you say something about the connection between the meditative and the martial aspect of Tai Chi?
Yeah, actually they all related to it because most of the time the good fighters, they are very calm and relaxed. And meditative is because I know it's part of the control of the mind to be relaxed. So if you are special in martial arts and your mind, you stay calm, relaxed, you're able to play the games with your opponents. So sometimes your mind go wild, and then you can't see clearly. I think that partially. So that's it. And I think the most difficult part for the martial arts is control the tempo and control not go crazy and not go wild and have to stay calm and then you play the right, then you can play the right games. And now it's like when you fight with somebody, just same thing like play chess, play games. You have to stay calm, relaxed. Why is the martial arts is so important? Because if you make a wrong move, you get injured, you get hurt, you might get killed. So that's why the martial arts, they are very much involved with meditations. Make sure you're relaxed enough, calm enough. And also, if you're calm enough, relaxed enough, you're able to move fast because you loosen up. And also, you have to create the power from very loose and tense. So without the loose and tension changes, you can't get the power. So the greater the power you get, is the greater the tension you change. That's so far, that's all I can answer. Is there any other things you don't mind? Something related to?
There's no conflict.
No, I don't think so. No, this is not, has no conflict at the same time. It's very important because you see, if you want to be safe, steady, rooted, and you have to be calm, your mind, and your energy has to be in the center, that thing. So you root it very well, more relaxed. You can walk speed. Your mind's more clear. So if you want to punch somebody or strike somebody, so you could just energize a certain part, the other part you leave it and relax. Now normally people can't control it. When you punch this one, and then the other one tends to. So only your mind is clear, you're able to control. That should be related. Question.
Okay, at what stage do you think people should start to teach the Tai Chi Chuan form to other people?
Well, to me, it's as long as you know the form, you know how to do the form, so you're able to teach them. Okay, and then you might teach them a wrong form too, right? If you want to be perfect, then you can teach, then you never teach. So the reason because I'm not perfect, then I can teach for a long time. But only thing you have to tell people, so when you teach people, you tell, that's much I know. And actually the Tai Chi is one thing about, you won't ruin them, except you might teach them more effectively. So as long as you know the movements, you're able to relax, I think you're able to teach a few moves. And then you tell them, that's why I know. And if you want to learn perfectly, learn. So only sometimes I don't like people to teach, and they know so much alone, and they will make a big fuss about it, a lot of things, but he doesn't even know what's going on. So that's, to me, is immoral. It's not very good to teach that.
What do you feel about people who put part of Tai Chi, who think, for example, oh, it's good for relaxation and it's good for health, and put part of the Tai Chi Chuan form into other art kinds of therapy? Do you think it's okay? Or?
Yeah, I think that now Tai Chi is just part of therapy too, physical therapy. Yeah, because a lot of people maybe they can't move this leg, and then somehow become maybe mind is blockage. So then you have to, just like somebody were talking about, maybe certain mind, they activate certain motions. So and somehow the Tai Chi does have an influence for physical therapy. It's a very good one. But the reason one of the Tai Chi is good about it, because they do slow motion. They won't harm him, except will help him. So that's what the Tai Chi does. Yeah, at least loosening up and listening, and your mind could be functioning. Sometimes your mind too much to thinking about it, too tense, your mind can't function. If your mind relaxes, you'll function right. And somebody, if you have good instructors, they've been experienced it. They say, well, they move this way, move that way. Same thing like I'm teaching punch, just like therapy. So, and the reason because people punch up to here, so here, can't go anywhere. Then I tell them, I say, oh, why don't you just thumb tap? Oh, it works. So that's part of therapy. Just an hour Yeah, sometimes he think about what you're doing, but he did. So certain moves, you see, as soon as thinking about punches, people have wrong therapy because they say, well, punch, I'm going to be tense. And then they don't know how to tense here, but except they don't know how to tense over here. So they'll tense the wrong muscle. But if you know, like I'm a part of therapy too, I say, oh, this is very easy. So, and just clear up their mind. Yeah. As long as you have experience. And now, if you look at most people punch initiate from here. So when you're from here, you're gonna go up. And you think about this go up. So then I got this muscle. But now, then I go up too. So this, see? And then I don't have to tense the lower muscle. But it's sometimes people have more experience. They know how to function the muscle in the right spot, and then it works better.